Since the dawn of the universe, things have been trying to light other things on fire. Arson, as we know it, started with population 3 stars that formed during the Big Bang game rush of 13.787 plus minus 0.020 billion. These runs were slow and glitchless as the universe hadn't developed any substantial techs, but over the years many top runners and glitch hunters alike found many new tactics that helped turn what was originally these millions of year-long speedruns into something that can be only a few hours long. This is the progression of Arson speedruns.
It was not a quick stop at an Eastside restaurant known for its fast breakfasts.
An arson arrest. Police have a man in custody who's accused of starting numerous fires at a home where dozens of jugs of gasoline were found.
At this early stage, we believe that a plane has crashed into the World Trade Center.
The story of
Arson
starts with a big bang.
The first ever reported runs came out relatively close to when Arson was released. Video game historian and Arson speedrunner himself, Elon Musk, claims that most of the speedruns by population 3 stars were spliced, given the materials at the time. These runs by population 3 were believed to have lasted for millions of years before dying out, and many believe this to be too good to be true, and along with no video evidence, they are still deemed as fake runs. But after all these stars, the first major breakthrough in Arson came out. Rock Clip. The rock clip works by precisely angling and positioning yourself, causing you to get bombarded by rock, which speeds up the time needed to beat Arson. The first major runs to be completed using rock clip were done by the Earth, managing to pull it off nearly 800 million times. A huge accomplishment at the time. But in the middle of Earth's world record run, another runner came in and stole the record before Earth. Her name? Thea. Thea, a planet about the size of Mars at the time, wanted the record and found the best way to do that was an extremely difficult variation of rock clip, known as Mega Rock Clip. Mega Rock Clip works by purposefully sliding yourself into a bigger planet, making you lose a little less than half your size, allowing you to cool faster, and thereby ending your run in much less time. Thea crashed into Earth, which was a bit of a boost to Earth, but Thea gained a massive lead and cooled way before Earth did, thereby giving her the record. Thea later became known as Moon, and while other runners tried to be like Moon, none ever came close. But on top of everything, Earth wanted revenge.
Lots of people ask me how I keep my knives as sharp as possible. So today I'm going to teach you how to sharpen your knife with your sword.
Earth was tired of putting up with Moon's BS and made an official statement. These words shook the Arson community as Earth was one of its top runners. Earth Speedrunning Association, Living Things, became one of the first substantial Arson speedrunning groups and soon took over the Arson scene with amazing discoveries. But it took millions of years. For the time being, however, there was a competitor sneaking up from behind. The Sun. Still trying to finish their burning yourself category, the Sun single-handedly created 2 new categories, biggest flame and chain burning percent. Sun created these categories while trying to stop living things by burning down entire forests, creating biggest flame percent and chain burning percent. All the Sun rage came from when living things tried to stop the Sun by using ozone. Ozone is hated in the Arson community as it prevents others from burning down something and is seen as an underhanded tactic.
Everyone knows that
Arson speedrunners
evolved from
Neanderthal. 400,000 years ago, a runner by the name of Neanderthal gained universe-wide spotlight after pulling on Matt Turk and taking the world record in almost every Arson category. Neanderthal did it by using the biggest discovery in Arson history, the fire triangle. Fire triangle is a strat that uses heat, oxygen, and fuel to create spontaneous fire. It is a much faster method than what Sun was using, and it's easier than rock clip. Using fire triangle, Neanderthal created many new categories like small object percent and burn others percent. Neanderthal, about halfway through their reign, got into a heated battle with another runner, Otzi, aka Frozen Fritz. Frozen Fritz and Neanderthal fought until tragically, Neanderthal died trying to burn down a mammoth. The Arson community mourned his loss, and one member even took it into his own hands and killed Frozen Fritz with an arrow to the head. After these runners died, progression died down. While the world record in all categories kept falling, it took 36,000 years for a new discovery to shake the world. 1805 was the birth of matches. John Cancel accidentally discovered matches while playing in Arson's sandbox mode. Matches became the new standard for Arson speedrunning, and are still in heavy use today. Some people are probably wondering why I skip past Salem's Burn Others record, but other than the numerous allegations of minor grooming on Twitter, Salem's disillusion from this video is actually because Salem never actually burned anything, and it was all found to be spliced or done by a task. Anyway, after matches were invented, lighters were created and came into popularity, but never saw as much use as matches did. The Industrial Revolution saw humanity using fire for good and not for arson, and so arson became illegal to play. But that didn't stop living things from trying, and soon Germany invented flamethrowers to quickly spread fire from place to place. And while technically the runner Greek invented flamethrowers, he died in the Battle of Corinth and his runs were never submitted. For 3 years, America's government worked to create the power of the sun in a bomb, and in 1945, America dropped this sun bomb on Japan. Twice. These bombs were quickly banned from speedruns for being too powerful, but America and the Soviet Union still had their dick measuring contest, causing the Soviet Union to create the Tsar. And 30 years later, the Soviet Union died in a revolution. It took 10 years for the next substantial event to take place.
We understand that a plane has crashed into the World Trade Center.
The runner known as 9/11 got the world record in 2 categories in one day, chain burning percent and biggest building percent, which is the destruction of both Twin Towers, the Pentagon, and a random field. The US government took their anger at losing their records and focused it on 9/11's sponsor, Al-Qaeda, who was being, quote, a butt-face stinks on Twitter. Ever since, really big accomplishments of arson have not really been achieved. Elon Musk, the arson historian and arson speedrunner, has been petitioning to unban nuclear weapons from arson speedrunning, as he wants to use them on Mars and create an ozone. But everyone in the arson community are telling him that he's a big baby if he does that, so he's been put on hold. The community needs a new speedrunner to take the reins to get a new world record. With travel to Mars being the glitch that hunters want the most, we are still waiting on what to do with our planet. Speaking of which, ever since 1975, glitch hunters realized that the Earth was warming up, and in 2022, speedrunner ZVZP4 stated,
"Hey guys, I think Arson is trying to redo Burn Yourself percent.
Turns out, after losing to Thea in the original Burning Yourself run, Earth created Living Things specifically to redo the run and beat Thea. Earth, with the help of Living Things, has been trying to take down Thea, but now Living Things is trying to stop Earth. But who will win this race first, Earth or Living Things? Only time will tell, and time will tell. But for now, we should all watch how this is playing out, and we gotta hope we live to see the end. Thanks for watching.